Today's video, I will introduce how you prepare a good potting mix for your houseplants. Usually there are 3 components in my potting mix, and it works for the majority of my houseplants. Of course, if your plants are really expensive or they are very tricky to handle, then do a little bit more research on that. But this mix has been working for me for a few years, and that's why I think I want to share with you today. The first component I use is a regular bag of regular potting mix that you can easily buy from Home Depot, Reno Depot, like Walmart or any nurseries. It's very easy to find. However, just one note, I usually find something for the indoor plants. The issue of using a garden potting soil is actually you might introduce the risks of bringing pests into your house plants. A lot of pests or flies actually lay their eggs in the soil. So when I see it's for indoor, I feel a bit more comfortable using that. The second component is actually pearlite. Again, very easy to find in the big box store or nurseries. The main function for this pearlite is actually creating a very aerial flow in your potting mix, and the root system can breathe easier and be healthier, and it also reduces the risk of root rotting, or there's too much moisture, the roots cannot breathe, things like that. So I do find it's a good mix medium to use. The third one is actually the worm castings. It's an organic fertilizer that people use in their houseplants. I already removed the package, but I use the box to store it so I can easily take it when I need it. It's actually stored in a cool, dry environment to make sure it can be lasting longer and won't be any flies or whatever being produced from there. This is the potting mix percentage I would recommend. So 70% of the regular potting soil for indoor house plants. This is 10% of the worm castings and 20% of the perlite. So you mix them really well and it will be good to go for your house plants. As I said, this has been working for me and for the majority of my house plants, but it also depends on the environment of your home and the pot, what type of pots you are using for your plants. There are 3 types of pots that you can use in your house plants. This is a plastic pot with drainage holes. This is a terracotta pot. Again, also there's a drainage hole. This is a glazed terracotta pot. There is drainage as well, but on the side that you might not be able to see. I do recommend using the pots that has drainage holes, so when you water them, the excess water can come through the pot. That way your plants won't be suffering with overwatering, or less risk of root rotting. If you are using a terracotta pot, it's the best actually for plants that really like to dry out, because there are bubbles, air bubbles, something in while making the terracotta pot, so it's easily breathable for the plants. It's really good if your plants prefer to dry out. so the water evaporate easily. And the plastic pot and the glazed terracotta pot are similar. So if your plants are really liking moisture, so you can use these type of pots. If they really like to dry out, then watch out when you are watering them, because these kind of pots is actually gonna hold the moisture a little bit more. And the plastic pot like this, it's very easy to repot when the plants gets bigger, because you see it's very soft. You can easily remove the soil, the plant from the pot and put it in a bigger pot. So there's definitely benefits of using this kind of pot. If you find it doesn't look as nice, you can use a cover pot to put it inside of the cover pot. It will look really nice. So again, depends on what kind of pots you are using, the environment of your house. Do you get a lot of light? Is the moisture in your house really high or low? Is the air circulation, airflow in your house well or not? That can all affect how often you need to water your plants. But again, the potting mix I recommended here is actually a good mix that I've been using and successfully using them in most of my plants. That's it.